Black players have been central to the success of the National Football League for decades. But until recently, there's one position that black players rarely had the opportunity to excel in, and that's quarterback. But in 2019, the league saw more black players in the QB position than at any other time in the league's 100-year history. Our next guest dubbed it the Year of the Black Quarterback. Jason Reid is a senior NFL writer for ESPN's platform Andscape and the author of a new book, Rise of the Black Quarterback: What It Means for America. Also with us, 17-year NFL veteran, the first black quarterback to be inducted into the NFL Hall of Fame, Warren Moon. Gentlemen, thank you both so much for joining us. Delighted to have you here. Jason, I would like to start with you because your book is full of stories about the black pioneers. There's one, Fritz Pollard, who started or played in the 1920s. What did his example mean for the players that followed him?
Well, you can't tell this story without telling the story of Fritz Pollard, the first black star in the NFL, the first black quarterback, first black head coach. And Fritz Pollard was just such a great representative for black players in college football who aspired to play in the NFL, and he really was the first one to blaze the path.
Warren, I'd like to bring you in, though, because during your time as quarterback for the Houston Oilers, that was 1984 to 1993, Jason wrote, if the team won and you played well, you were the Oilers quarterback, but if you played poorly and the team lost, you were the team's black quarterback. How did you endure that kind of scrutiny personally and conditional criticism not faced by your white counterparts?
You know, when I first started playing this position back as a 10 or 11-year-old in Pop Warner football, I knew it was going to be a difficult journey for me to be able to play the position because there wasn't a lot of people that looked like me playing it. I understood, there was a lot of racism, there was a lot of bigotry and all those things that went along with it. I faced a lot of hate and a lot of personal type of ridicule, but I still wanted to play the position and show that I could play it. And I knew that if I played well, it would also help the next generation of younger guys coming along to get that opportunity.
Well, speaking of the next generation players who do owe you a thank you, stars like Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, Kyler Murray. Jason, bringing you back in, you wrote that 2019 was the year of the black quarterback. So prior to this year, why was it so difficult for black players to get this opportunity to play this specific position versus any other that we could name?
I mean, it really comes down to racism. There was just this belief in the NFL that black players were not smart enough to play the ultimate thinking man's position, which is quarterback. And the team owners and the team executives and the coaches, they just thought that black players lacked the intellect, lacked the leadership ability to really play that position and play it well because they just thought they were inferior.
Which is shocking by today's standards, and now we have these superstars who are certainly putting that to rest. Warren, though you were the first black quarterback inducted into the Hall of Fame, so in this context, what does that honor mean to you, especially given what you went through?
Well, that's why it means probably so much more to me than it would be to another quarterback or even another player at another position, just because of the things that I had to endure to get there. I had to go to another country to play for 6 years because the NFL didn't even want to draft me or give me an opportunity to play quarterback. And then I finally came into the league and I kind of made my way and had a great career in the National Football League as well. So I proved myself all along the way. I don't feel like nothing was given to me. And I think I stand for all the African-American quarterbacks who played before me and all the ones that are playing now and maybe waiting for their opportunity to get into the Pro Football Hall of Fame, like a Donovan McNabb or a Randall Cunningham or a Steve McNair.
So what has it been like then? You alluded to it, but to see so many black QBs now having success in the league.
It's something that really makes me proud, and I stick my chest out a little bit because I know I played a small part in making that happen because of my success and the way I was able to play at a consistent rate throughout my career, the way Randall Cunningham played, the way Doug Williams played, winning a Super Bowl. All these things kind of made owners and general managers stand up and say, hey, these guys can play this position at a very high level, so let's start giving more of them an opportunity. And that's all we've ever wanted, was an opportunity. We didn't want anything given to us. Just give us a chance to show we could do it.
Well said. I want to bring Jason back in on this idea of opportunity and the fact there are so few black coaches in the league. So is there an analogy to be made to black coaching now versus what once was being a black QB?
Absolutely. I mean, you know, we talk about the period in NFL history where black players were banned for a 12-year period from 1933 to 1945. So once black players were let back into the game, the major frontier was quarterback. Even when they were allowed to play, quarterback was still that area that was off limits. So that frontier was conquered, so to speak. Well, the next frontier is coaching, and not just coaching, but front office leadership.
What about recent efforts? I'm thinking of the former Miami Dolphins coach, Brian Flores. I mean, he filed a lawsuit about this, about discriminatory hiring practices. Is the league responding in a meaningful way?
Well, the league, since that lawsuit was fired, has implemented several programs to try to increase the pipeline in hiring, try to increase the pipeline in front office opportunities. Now, the league will say it wasn't done in response to that lawsuit, but Commissioner Roger Goodell has acknowledged that, we need to do better. It definitely spurred the league's effort to do more. Let's put it that way.
All right. We'll leave you with that, with the final word. Jason Reid, congratulations on the book.
Thank you.
Warren Moon, thank you so much for joining us. We're delighted to have you both here. Jason's new book, Rise of the Black Quarterback, What It Means for America, available now wherever books are sold.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.